Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right. In this video, I'm going to give you my thoughts about a discussion that was there in one of my WhatsApp groups where, there are youngsters, there are people in their middle age, that is 20s, 30s or 40s, and then there are people who are 40s and above, 50s and whatever. So all of them, in this particular group, all of them were having a kind of intellectual discussion. And they were talking about what they did in their younger days, and what they're doing today, and their decisions that they had undertaken, some which they are very glad they took, and many others which they regret. So I thought I would, add to this and give you some value. And I think I've not thought of the topic heading, but I think it would be more on why you should be very careful with the decisions you take. You cannot take decisions lightly, especially when you're young, because maybe it can impact you for the rest of your life. All right. So anyway, if you're new to my channel, my name is Loy Machedo. I'm a personal branding strategist. I help people get well-paying jobs in Dubai, UAE, Saudi, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman. The main focus is much better income. Okay. And people also book my services for coaching, consulting for personal and professional problems. Okay. So now, let me give you a couple of examples which I've actually put down here, and let's see if some of it resonates with your mind. I don't know if you have ever seen wrestling, WWE. There are people like Hulk Hogan, 80s, Hulk Hogan, Undertaker, Ric Flair, Kurt Angle, then what is his name? Billy Graham. Okay, I'm sure you know these wrestlers. Okay. And they entertained us when we were very young. When we were in our 80s, they were larger than life. They were our superheroes. But if you actually look at them today, almost all of them have multiple problems. They have joints problem, they have arthritis, they have heart problems, they have spinal problems, they have mobility issues. Many of them are dependent on more than 30 to 40 medicines and tablets per day. I was listening to one of the interviews of Kurt Angle. He has broken his neck in 4-5 places multiple times, and he can't feel his fingers. Sometimes it's numb. He can't feel his body. Ric Flair is nearly in his 80s now, and he still has to work, pay off his bills, and especially his divorce and all that. Hulk Hogan his whole body is aching. He's with a walking stick, but he has to work because he has bills to pay, and he made some bad financial choices, and also the divorce. Undertaker's smart guy, but he has had so many broken bones in his body. It's unbelievable. And I also gave you Billy Graham. I think Billy Graham has died, but he suffered a lot. He suffered a lot. He had a hip replacement, even Undertaker. Okay. This guy died. I can't get his name here. He used to wrestle with Mick Foley. I can't get his name. They showed one of his videos where this wrestler, even to get up out of bed, is a massive effort. He needs his wife, he needs a nurse just to lift him from the bed and breathe properly. Okay, so those are wrestlers. Next, if you remember celebrities, MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice. I remember in our school days they say Vanilla Ice. Mike Tyson. Yeah, of course, everyone knows Mike Tyson. Nicolas Cage, Toni Braxton. Now, these names that I've given you, all of them have bankrupt. They have, like Mike Tyson, literally burnt off $300 million by wrong choices. Girls, women, drugs, Don King. Okay. MC Hammer, $330 million or more. Nicolas Cage also same. Nicolas Cage was so crazy that he even purchased a dinosaur. He purchased a gold-plated pool table and all this, and he paid millions for this, which he had to sell off for, I think, hardly any value because nobody wanted to buy it. Toni Braxton, she would have been a multi-millionaire. Just imagine 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, that much money. If you would not do anything, just leave it in the bank, you are set for the rest of your life. Think about it. If you and me were to get $1 million, I think we are going to be very careful how we spend, unless you're stupid. So, and just imagine, forget $1 million, they have $100 million. And still, like Mike Tyson, $300 million. Luckily, okay, out of this whole list, only Mike Tyson is able to, he has started his weed business and he is making, he has made a renaissance comeback where now he's a multimillionaire. Again, I don't know how far it's true because he doesn't need to share his personal details, but he had applied for bankruptcy and he had lost a lot of money. Okay, so I give you this. If you are hardcore Indian and you'd know these names, Jackie Shroff, Kabir Bedi, Amitabh Bachchan, Govinda. These are film actors who lost millions. Amitabh Bachchan, I think in the year 2000 or before that, 11 million US dollars hosting the Miss Universe or Miss World, whatever. Out of all of them, I think only Amitabh Bachchan made a comeback with the Kaun Banega Crorepati, and he's a very changed man, very humble because he suffered a lot. 11 million US dollars paid back is not a joke. His son helped him, his wife helped him, everyone helped him. He became a changed man. Now, I gave you a couple of examples of famous celebrities. If you notice, all of them, when they were young, they made a lot of choices. Good, bad, ugly, how they would spend their money, whom they would marry, how they would invest. There was this rap artist named Flavor. He had a big clock he used to put. I never listened to his music. You can just Google search. He has a big clock on his neck. That was his branding. I mean, this guy was also a multimillionaire, but he opened up, he wanted to compete against KFC or something, and he opened a Flavor chicken or whatever. And he burnt off everything. Remember Planet Hollywood? Sylvester Stallone, Bruce Willis, all these, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, so these people have made a lot of choices and decisions on marriage, business, career, friendships, relationships, health, diet, steroids, and so on. Okay? And I remember this guy. His name is Iverson. Iverson is a basketball player. Just imagine he also burned through, I think, 300 million. You can be set for the rest of your life, like what Will Smith did. That one slap has destroyed his career. Such a great, talented actor. Okay, so what am I trying to tell you through all this? Every decision that you make, marriage, business, education, relationships, friendships, investment, education, that is your college degree, migration, or something like mine, like tattoos, like what I've done. The decisions that I've taken, which were life altering, tattoos, dropping out of college, having multiple affairs, going through the gym and taking steroids, friendships, wasting so much of time on unwanted activities, from gym to girls to watching movies, being hyper about books. You know, the amount of money that I've spent on DVDs, VCDs, MP3s, books, courses. I've spent more money than I've actually, if you ask me, I think I've only gone through 5%. Maximum, if I really were to push it, maybe 10%. Rest all is just the money. I think I could have purchased 2 or 3 houses. It's that much money I've spent. Now, the thing is, when we are young, no, we think we are Superman. We think we are invincible. We think nothing can happen. But as time passes by, we are reminded that we are human. You know, I give you this Kurt Angle, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan. Every day getting up is painful for them. Just imagine these guys, Toni Braxton, MC Hammer, Mike Tyson. They might show a very happy image outside, but deep down, they have a lot to deal with. We don't know. And if they're like normal human beings, it hurts. See, even these film actors and all this, they show a very happy image outside. In fact, sometimes when I talk to girls, they say, lately, these girls, they say, I want to do OnlyFans, I want to do porn, I'll give them photographs of my private parts and make money. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea now. You can make easy money now. You can get a sugar daddy. What will you do when you grow older? Yeah, in your 40s. And what if these images are still floating? What if this evidence is still floating? In fact, what you put on social media may be cool today. What about tomorrow? See, when we were young now, we think we have forever. When I was in my 20s, I thought nothing could touch me. I used to literally make fun of people who are married, who had children, who had pot bellies. Say, you have to be a fucking man and taking steroids, going to the gym and this and that. And every single day today, I'm reminded my body is not the same. My health is very fragile. My strength is 8% of what it used to be. Man, I could literally lift 100 to 200 kilos, man. 180, 200 kilos. Today, ask me to lift 10, I'll think 10 times. As to sit and stand, squat with 150 kilos without warm up. Today, just body weight, I will be like, why you want me to sit and stand? I'll do it slowly. I'll warm up the body. Walking today is sometimes an effort for me. Really, walking. I go out of breath sometimes. Once upon a time, I could literally run 48 kilometers non-stop with my health. I was a marathon runner, cyclist, I was swimmer, whatever, triathlon. Whatever decisions you take, whether it's marriage, whether it's the number of children you have, whether it's the investments that you put, just remember age catches up. Life is unpredictable. You don't know when bad things will happen. You do not know when bad luck will hit you. Sometimes in my group, I have WhatsApp groups. I have these young men who say, "Oh, I have so much in commodities, stocks, crypto, property. I made 1 million. I sold this house. I bought it for 200,000. I sold for 1 million." And yeah, all that is great. That's today. You still have 50 years left now. In that 50 years, do you know what's going to happen? Accident, a mistake, maybe you'll get conned, scammed, maybe cheated, maybe you'll make a bad decision, maybe someone else will do something to hurt you, harm you, maybe you'll make a mistake. There's so many things, man. It never ends. Yeah, life is so unpredictable. So all I'm trying to tell you through this video is just remember your younger days, life is different. But as you grow older, the choices that you made, they'll all come back to haunt you. Maybe in your 20s, you're like, I'm going to be forever single, fuck everyone. I don't need a girl, I don't need a guy, I don't need anyone. When you're 40s, you'll start thinking, oh, I'm alone. Then when you're 50s, you'll think, no longer young, I'm no longer strong, I'm no longer attractive, I'm no longer sexy. And then one fine day, you might actually lose your job, you might actually lose your money, you might lose your health. Then what do? Is the answer getting married and having children? What if your children don't take care of you? Then what will you do? What if your health doesn't support you? One accident. I met one guy, Australian guy, when I was at this restaurant. And he was hearty, good physique and all that. And then when I said goodbye and all that, and when he was getting up, all of a sudden I saw him take, I didn't notice this. He had a prosthetic leg. And then he just attached it, and I was like, what happened to your leg? He told me here. He lost his leg here with an accident. I said, how the hell did that happen? He said, I thought I was Superman. He was racing on his bike, got destroyed. And, then I asked him, how did you manage? He says, I'm reminded every single day that I don't have a leg. And I used to take my leg for granted. Get up, sleep, whatever I want. Today, I can't just get up. Everything has to be planned. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. I don't know if there's any wisdom for you or you learned anything worthwhile, but all I want to tell you is just keep this in mind. Whatever decisions you make when you're young, the price you will pay for it one fine day. So just make sure you don't think no end of yourself. You don't think you're invincible. All right? That's all I wanted to share with you. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.